Welcome and good morning. Happy Father's Day to all the dads around the world. Whether you are celebrating this day, the gift of life, with your children by your side, and for those that also have lost their loved ones along this journey called life. You are still a father, no matter how your perception tells you otherwise. You created another human being, the gift of love. Never forget that. Alright? So all the dads in the house, raise your hand, say, hey, welcome, good morning, how you guys doing? I'm Maria, and this is my channel, Maria's Tarot's Journey with Me. If you would like to know more information about my services, feel free to email me, drop me a comment down below, let me know how you guys is doing. Ladies, welcome, and let's get into today's energy read and see what Spirit has to say for those out there in the collective. Let's clear the energy, y'all. And so it is. This is a general collective energy read. Get your day started on the positive flip side of things. You feel me, y'all? Without further ado, let's light some sage and invite Spirit in. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Spirit of the Most High and Divine that resides within me, I ask that you provide me with the truth, wisdom, clarity, and understanding. It is only through the collective consciousness that I pray for all those in need of peace and serenity. Guide me, Holy Divine. Protect me, Archangels, as I read into the tarot on behalf of the collective so that they may transmute their energies to serve them throughout their days moving forward. I thank you in advance for any messages that will be received. And so it shall be. All right, collective. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in this world right now, hold on. It gets greater later. Let's open up this reading with some Buddha wisdom for my peoples out there in the collective. Get some positive affirmation. Right, y'all? Y'all ready? Let's get it poppin'. Oh, yes. Welcome, welcome. Let's get into today's message. Buddha Wisdom, messages from the heart of Kuan Yin. What is it that Kuan Yin wants you to know for your highest good? Just for today, collective. What? The force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs, and the trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has the magical power for your spiritual growth. Compliments of the Buddha Wisdom. Bottom of the deck. Be fully conscious of what you are doing. Don't let your thoughts wander. Today's message is about focus, y'all. What are we focusing on? Let's see what's going on with your energies, collective. What's the message for today? Let's see what your challenge for today is, collective. Judgment. Ooh, fucking we. What have you been judging lately that needs to be reevaluated? Because sometimes, collective, we can put ourselves in our own despair by judging ourselves and comparing ourselves. This is the challenge. Letting go of the need for control of the outcome of what your perception has been judging yourself and others upon. Judgment is today's challenge. The energy that you need to use today. We got karma, the wheel of fortune, coming up in the reverse. Not listening to the call, I see, collective. This is the energy you need to focus on in order to transmute it back into the upright, to allow the universe to position you so things can fall into place. Alright? So we got the wheel of fortune in the reverse. That's the energy that we need to focus on, mastering and maturing from within spiritually. The energy that we need to avoid. Death, transformation, doom and gloom. That's why it's such a challenge for many when it comes to making that final judgment call, when it comes to transformation and change within the mindset of those out there in the collective that are not allowing spirit to work from within with the faith and the karma, the wheel of fortune. Remember, collective, what you put out into the universe is exactly what you're going to get back in. So if you're not putting in the footwork, you're not going to be able to receive. Avoid trying to change yourself or others to please them at the end of the day with the death card. What's the positive for the day? Let's find out. Two of Cups. Working with spirit, coming into alignment with oneself, emotionally, being in harmony. The Two of Cups is the positivity for today's energy read. Spirit needs you to be strong at this time. Collective energy at the bottom of the deck is the Strength card. And it's through the Strength card that we learn how to be fully conscious of what we are doing. So don't let your thoughts wander. Try not to focus so much on changing for the better for others, but instead change for yourself. Because just as Kuan Yin has said, the force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs, and the trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has magical power for your spiritual growth. In order to get in tune and tapped in with this energy through your heart chakra, you must be willing to make a final judgment call when it comes to karma. What are you doing that you're not seeing and not hearing and not listening? Spirit wants to know. Let's get some clarifications. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, please. Ten of Cups. Collective. Many of you, y'all seeking that completion of wish fulfillment within your heart, mind, and body. However, if you fail to recognize your own intuitive side and be willing to focus on the positivity in your life, karma in the reverse is showing me that even though the Ten of Cups is manifesting and clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it's all going to boil down to that judgment. Why? Show me more. Mother of Swords. Queen of Swords. Also known as the Queen of Swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot. The Queen of Swords is a very strong, passionate, and enthusiastic energy that needs to be warranted when it comes to making judgments. Because at the end of the day, the Queen of Swords has been through hell and back. It's time to refocus and shift the blame and stop hurting yourself, collective, by judging yourself and telling yourself that everything that you have been through, you'll never get to see wish fulfillment. But it's ultimately your decision with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. What are you putting out in the universe that's preventing you from getting to this Ten of Cups, this completion? The energy you need to avoid is death. Why? Because there's some grounding that needs to take place. You need to secure your foundation at the end of the day, and it starts in the mind, collective, with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about completing old cycles of financial matters. So avoid changing your mind when it comes to your financial situation for today. Because the focus is on making a judgment to love yourself. Two of Cups is being clarified with the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings on the horizon for many that seeking the wisdom and the truth from within themselves. Coming into alignment and being in harmony with your own spirit first and foremost, so you can utilize that strength card, which is the overall action that's needed at this time. Two of Pentacles is clarifying the strength card, collective. And the Two of Pentacles is simply an energy where not only are you juggling your own emotional well-being, but you are trying to juggle things that are out of your control. No need to pass judgment. Today's energy is about holding on to that faith and regaining the strength to build a new foundation. You got to go within to do that with the Hermit energy. It's time to disconnect in order to reconnect, to understand where you stand in this process called life, y'all. And the Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about spiritual enlightenment and learning and getting in tune with the softer side of yourself and being less judgmental about where you at in your process, in your journey, in your life, just for today, y'all. You feel me? So remember, the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within, seeking the knowledge and the wisdom and the jewels that you already possess within your own mind's eye. Let's get it, collective. We're going to close this reading out with love and light on a positive note with some soul's journey. One second, y'all. Alrighty then, here we go. So let's get you some positive affirmations to end out this reading with love and light. I close this daily energy readout with truth, wisdom, clarity, and understanding. And this too shall pass. And so it is, y'all. All right. Final messages for today's collective energy read. Spirit, what is the collective not seeing? Collective, what are you not seeing? Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Envy. Envy is sort of similar to judgment. Because when you place judgment upon yourself, it's as if you envy certain qualities that are innate within you that you have yet to encompass and open up. That's why the Hierophant is coming through for today's message. To let you be aware, to be alive, collective. What are you not seeing? It's time to drop the burdens and stop comparing yourself to other situations. Because even though you are the same as everybody, you go through different challenges throughout the day. What can you do about it? Imagination. It's time to use your imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, and that's where that Hierophant, that higher learning must come into place, so you can avoid that death and transformation for this moment and get right with yourself and your spirit internally by understanding what it is to possess the Two of Cups energy. Overall message, fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And many of us in the collective as a whole, we run from any inkling of what it feels like to ultimately be blissfully in love and happy with other people. But Spirit needs you to understand, fear will prevent you from loving yourself. So today is about focus, putting your energy back where it belongs, and transmuting that karma card so you can do right by yourself and know that all things comes to those in due time. Denial. I acknowledge my fears, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. awareness. Once you know the truth will remain the truth forever. So help you God, no matter what you try to do collective to change it. Denial is a form of evading your truth. Spirit needs you to come up out of your shell, come up out of your comfort zone, and speak your truth and acknowledge that the force of the flowing river causes the flowers and the herbs and the trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has magical powers for your spiritual growth. The sacred wisdom, that hierophant, living life on life terms, your learned experience. Remember, be fully conscious of what you are doing and don't let your thoughts wander. Because it's when we allow our thoughts to wander, that's when we find ourselves in an imaginative place where we are only the willing participants in our own story. Let go and let God, y'all. Those are your messages collective for today's energy read. Peace, love, and blessings. And I'll see you next time.